Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Newsmac, Friday, 16th of July, 2021. Look from the papers. First up, New York Times, very dramatic picture from Germany. 2 months of rainfall fell in 2 days, 126 people dead, over 1,000 unaccounted for. Also hit Belgium pretty bad. Over on the right, Democrat budget story. Down here, Andrew Cuomo up in court. Haiti story, US pulling out of Afghanistan. Picture here of a funeral in South Africa for a 13-year-old boy who died in a civil unrest, RIP. USA Today, Nassar case, latest blow for FBI. That man was a paedophile who worked with the USA gymnastics team. The FBI basically made false statements and tried to cover up their tracks. Down here, why are big tech firms still so white at the top? So ongoing series by USA Today asking about representation at the high levels of business. 10 questions ahead of the Olympics. I have only one question. Why in the name of all things holy is it going ahead? Over on the left, rioters getting hefty prison time. That's the people from the insurrection, January 6th. Wall Street Journal, deadly floods in Western Europe. That picture's from Germany. Over on the right, Intel buying a chip company, $30 billion. Many jobs lost in pandemic to be eliminated permanently. A jobless recovery, just like every other one we've had. Investors return to oil and gas because line goes up. 3 large hospitals shun Alzheimer's drug. That was being hailed as a big deal last month. Now these hospitals are saying they don't want to administer it because they think maybe the FDA fast-tracked it and it's not so safe as they claim. Financial Times, more pictures of flooding. Revolut valued at $33 billion. Story down the bottom about the Bank of England being told to do something about inflation. National Post from Canada, big story in the middle is about tartare being banned. Health officials came around to restaurants, told them to stop selling it. Too right, no one should be eating raw meat. The Australian, tale of 2 cities gripped by outbreak of COVID fear. Okay, so outbreak of COVID fear. No actual outbreak of COVID, just fear. Got it. Down here, unmarked grave for Mungo Man. Shameful. Mungo Man was a body that was found in the desert and it basically rewrote the way they understood the Aboriginals. So it turned out the body was 45,000 years old and was buried in an elaborate funeral ceremony. It was taken away to a museum and then was repatriated back out and buried in a traditional ceremony. But now they're saying that the grave should be marked, I guess, so people can go visit it and take pictures. Global Times, picture from Belgium there. I think cars stocked up from the floods. Underneath, line go up, economy going well. Over on the right, some story about finding Afghanistan peace. The Star from South Africa, racial war, quote unquote, claims 20. Stories of tensions between Indians and Africans. There's definitely civil unrest in South Africa. I think this story is making out that it's a racial thing between two groups of people, whereas it's most likely economic hardship and things like this, which is overall the causes of it. Underneath that, World Health Organization says South Africa should brace itself for post-riot and COVID-19 increase. The Herald from Scotland, billionaires warning over rival spaceport approval. Stories about a billionaire who I think is Scotland's largest landowner, a Danish guy. And he basically said that they want to approve a spaceport in Scotland, but he said, if you go ahead and do that, I'm not going to do what I said I'd do, which is all this kind of climate stuff for the land and like rewilding it and bringing back lynxes and boars and wolves and stuff. Irish Examiner, another picture of the floods. I think that's from Schuld in Germany. Over on the left, COVID story. Here in the middle, Limerick Garda probe is a witch hunt, says GRA. So that's the representative body of the police saying that the probe into the police is a witch hunt. You know, when they're saying that, there's definitely something there, 100%. Story down here about a dog who wanted to run for the mayor of Limerick but wasn't allowed because you have to be a citizen of Ireland and 18 years old, and the dog is only 8. Irish Times, another picture of flooding. That's Schuld again. Underneath that, COVID story. Down the bottom, something about a really rich guy buying a property on the beach. Irish Independent story here in the middle about a woman who assisted the church in illegal adoption. So when they took single mothers who were pregnant into mother and baby homes, they gave birth. Sometimes they just sold the children to couples, mainly in America. So this woman was helping them. She's talking about it now. Story down the bottom about reopening, not allowing children to dine indoors if they're unvaccinated. Irish Sun, Sinead O'Connor and Ian Bailey. Sinead O'Connor, I presume everyone knows. Guy on the right, Ian Bailey, main suspect in a criminal case from years ago. No idea why the two of them are on the front of the Sun, presumably to boost their own profile. Irish Daily Mail, there's that woman dressed as a cupcake from yesterday. Indoor dining opening up. The Guardian, more pictures there from Belgium again. Heavy rain. Underneath, exclusive documents show Putin planned to back unstable Trump in 2016 US election. That's not an exclusive story. We know this already. Down the bottom right, up to 1.6 million people told to isolate in a single week. We'll be seeing more of that in a sec. The Times, another picture from Schuld in Germany. Underneath that, something about Boris Johnson and tax. Independent, dozens die as flood sweep across Europe. Across the top, trillions needed to level up. No, there aren't too many women on TV. Don't understand that one. Something about Jesus. Undocumented migrants unable to book vaccines. The Daily Telegraph, there's some people from the household division out playing their saxophones, their trumpets, whatever they're doing. Neighbours pinged through walls by app. This is the COVID app. So basically claiming that like if your neighbour's in the room next to you and you live very close, you get a little ping saying you've been in contact with them and you need to stay off work, things like this. Down the bottom, Revolut worth billions, flash flooding. Businesses can ban the hijab, EU court rules. Daily Express, COVID chaos as 500,000 pinged in 1 week. Okay, same story. Aha, there she is. Camilla Parker Bowles, Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Cornwall, the Duchess of Rothesay, Countess of Chester, Duchess of Edinburgh, wife of Prince Charles, and also his 9th cousin, once removed, and of course sister-in-law of Prince Andrew, wanted for questioning regarding his relationship to the billionaire paedophile financier Jeffrey Epstein, RIP. Anyway, she's talking to a hen who seems to, instead of having laid an egg, has laid a woman with pink hair. Daily Mail, woman dressed as a cupcake again. Britain collapses into pingdemic. That's pretty funny. And something about a riot van turning up to check on this 12-year-old girl that she was staying home. What kind of state are we in? A pariah state, I'd say. The Metro pinging it. Okay, more ping stories. Daily Mirror, Britain is grinding to a halt. And Newsac is also grinding to a halt. I'm going to take a 2-week break. We had 11 uninterrupted weeks, 55 episodes. It has been great, but I need a break. So, barring any unforeseen circumstances, an act of God, a massive flood that wipes me away, I will be back here Monday, the 2nd of August, 2021. In the meantime, look after yourselves, try and stay off corporate or state media, click the link in the description, and have a good one. Alright, good luck.